Do you listen to hip hop?
I listen to each a bit, so it's listen Ö3 radio.
Okay.
Mainly, so it's public radio and they play everything.
Okay.
But soon I will go, for example, to a Nightwish concert. I was at Guns N' Roses this year.
Yeah?
Yeah, so different kind of music.
Okay, well, I love Guns N' Roses. That's what I grew up on, and that's what, to be honest with you, that's what convinced me that I want to get into the pinball business, because this whole thing started off, and then we'll get to the recording in a second. But basically, when I was switching careers, I was helping my buddy get his Star Trek Next Generation, and we found a guy who can help him fix it. And then it was like, okay, we're gonna put 800 euros in this thing or not? And then I said, well, let's see what it's worth, because he's had it for like 5 or 6 years, and I think he paid 2,200 euros for it. And then
so it's worth to put the spare parts in it.
And we both looked at it. It was like, that can't be right. That can't be right. And then I said to him that day, there must be a business here. This pinball must be a business. Something must be happening in pinball that we didn't know about. And so I came back 2 or 3 days later, and he's like, Scott, there's this company called Jersey Jack, and you got to see this pinball machine that they made, and it was the Guns N' Roses thing. And I said to him like a week later, I was like, I'm gonna work for Jersey Jack someday. That's my ambition. Of course, it was more just like I want to get into pinball. But maybe you can do us a favor and introduce yourself. Everybody knows you. Everybody in the pinball world, at least here in Europe. I mean, are you known in the States as well by the manufacturers for sure, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So my name is Stefan Riedler. I'm the founder of the company RS-Pinball in Austria, located between Salzburg and Linz, or you can say between Munich and Vienna.
Okay.
So these distances are for me normal.
Yeah.
Like now we are in Rotterdam, it's 1,000 kilometers to go. And that's maybe the reason why the people know me. I'm the crazy guy going with the truck with a lot of machines to different locations.
Okay.
So, and I sell each pinball brand. So I have Stern, I have Jersey Jack, American, Chicago Gaming, then Homepin, Haggis, Dutch Pinball, Beatronic, you name it, I have it.
And you just showed me pictures and videos of your showroom floor that you have as well. So you actually have most of the titles, or at least the newer titles of all of these in your showroom to play?
Yes, so I try to have always one game there. So for example, on the Sterns I usually have the Pro versions. On JGP typically the limited versions, as well like on CGC. And on the rarer games, typically as well the collector editions, like on Spooky Pinball, Ultraman or Halloween.
Okay.
And everything started that I bought in the past 2 games. So I bought 1 game. When I picked it up, I drove home with 2 already.
That was a good salesman.
And so then I wanted to have some more games. And I was working in the past at a motorcycle manufacturer, KTM.
Yeah.
So Full Throttle from Highway Pinball was a theme which was fine for me, because motorcycle and it's fast game.
Yeah.
So this was everything where I started my pinball business, because I imported then Full Throttle with Highway Pinball, which is now bankrupt since a while, and most people know it.
Yeah.
And this is how I got started into the pinball business, and it grew and grew, and now I have each pinball brand traveling around, and made my passion to full-time work, because
That's awesome.
was a part-time job since 2015 when I founded the company.
Okay. So you started this in 2015?
Yes.
2015 was your first pinball machine you bought?
No, 2015 was my company started.
Okay, that was your company started. But
Yes.
were you into pinball before that?
Yes, it was, let me think, 2008, I think I bought
But not
my
when
first.
you were 4?
I was playing a bit,
Yeah.
but then I have not thought about it for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And then it was, when I was searching my first pinball machine, I was looking in eBay and having a look around and seeing, oh, crazy, it's that expensive, it's 1,000 euros, I don't buy a pinball machine. And had a further look, and I absolutely want to have an Indiana Jones, and I've seen, this price is 1,500 euros.
Yeah.
Now, who buys a pinball machine for 1,500 euros?
If only you had bought all of them.
Right now, yes. So I then didn't bought it.
Yeah.
But after half a year or so, it came again in my mind, now, I need to have a pinball machine.
Yeah.
And so I shot my first pinball machine on eBay. And this was a Buck Rogers. And when I was in contact with the guy, he told me he repairs as well some other games. And at this time, I had in my basement a pool table and a dart, and wanted to put a pinball machine in there. And I bought the Buck Rogers, and he told me he have an 8-ball. So I said, I need to have the 8-ball, because pool room, it fits very perfect in it. But the machine was not ready, so then I had a look, and I bought for 300 euros a Cyclone.
Okay.
So this was then basically my second machine, but most of the times I say it's my first one because it's the one which I really love.
Yeah.
I love the System 11 era from Bailey Williams. It's really great. Single ball game, which makes a lot of fun.
Single ball game.
Single ball game.
I didn't know. I don't know much about that. I didn't know. What year are we talking about?
88.
Okay.
And I really like this. And I have now all 3 games from the trilogy. So the Comet and the Hurricane as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really a lot of fun to play. And this the one which I have now in the club is my 4th Cyclone. The other, so I got always better one and sold the other one.
Okay, so there's always been limited edition, collector's edition, or you just got them in better condition?
No, I got them in better condition.
Okay.
I was working at Mercedes AMG in Stuttgart and was chatting in the forum, seeing somebody in Luxembourg is selling a Cyclone. So I decided, I stopped today a bit earlier in work. I stop at 4 p.m., go to Luxembourg, pick up the game and go back.
That's like only a half day at AMG. Okay, well that's awesome. So there is hope for me that I can get into the business because I think, I don't even know about the money. That's not even what I'm talking about. I just think this business is coming back, right? And you've been doing it basically since it was in the beginning of its coming back. I think you probably stumbled upon, holy shit, this is actually something that's coming back. When was the first time you realized this could be a business for you?
Yeah, the first time was with Full Throttle. I like the game. It's a very fast game, and I like fast games to play. The theme is not that popular, and they are now still in relation very cheap on the used market. Yeah. But I really like the theme, and so I ordered some of the games to sell them. And this was, I was thinking there was JGP coming, there was other companies there, and I wanted to make my passion a bit on a side hobby and side activity. But I have not imagined that it will go, let's say, within these 7 years, that I can grow it up to the level which I'm right now, since March, where I'm doing it now full-time.
Why do you think you were able to do that?
I think the customers trust in me, and they see that I have the passion with it. I'm really into it, and that's what everybody tells me about you. I wanted to hear it from you yourself, but this is what the people tell me as well. So I'm happy that the people see it like this.
Yeah, but
it's fun to work on it, and even if you have sometimes bad times like now. For example, on Spooky Pinball, they have released last year in July Halloween and Ultraman. It took now 1 year to get the C certification and they get the games over. But now the shipments are coming, and so in this 1 year, it was very sad for the people to wait so long. Yeah. The euro dropped a lot with the exchange rate to the dollar, so the game got more expensive. So these had been not that nice times, but now when I ship the games to the customers, we set them up, they play them, you see the smile in their face. Yeah. You have some nice hours with them to play it, and that's the thing which I really like.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, you're definitely selling something that makes people happy that isn't drugs. Yeah. So I mean, it's that's definitely good to be part of. But
for me, it's an official drug.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. And if you see the people running around here, it's definitely there's something fun and different about it, and I like it. But can you explain where we are right now? Because this the Dutch Museum, the Dutch Pinball Museum. How long have you known Gerard?
Several years. I had been already in the old location once, and here as well, 2020 during COVID. And I'm very happy to be here again now for the 3rd time in the Dutch Pinball Museum. It's a very great place. Yeah. I've met Gerard now as well in Chicago a few weeks ago. Yeah, and the things what he does here in the museum, as well with his supporters, which give him the equipment, and or the companies where he gets some special stuff. That's the nice decoration and everything what he have here. That's make the place so special. Yeah. I really love it.
I've never been to a pinball museum like this, and I've always said, since I've seen this for the first time, because I go with my kids to different museums and look at different things, this is probably the best museum I've been to when it comes to, being able to be involved with what's here. You can tell he really has a passion for pinball, and it's not just a place to park machines and make money. So, I mean, it's really, really cool. But, I would love to talk to you for a long time. We only have a few minutes on these first podcasts. I'm going to talk Gerard into setting up a studio in the museum, and the next time you come, we're talking for hours about pinball and everything else. But where can people find you? Like rs.pinball pinball dash pinball.
RS-Pinball.at or .com. It's redirected on Facebook. I'm with my generation. I'm more the Facebook guy, but I started Instagram and Twitter as well, so you can find me there as well a bit. And from my passion, I get the feedback from a lot of people what they like when I'm at shows. I make a short walk around videos, Facebook Live, so that they see a bit what's there. And
you do it in English?
I do it it's a mix. Sometimes only in English. Sometimes I do it bilingual, so English and German, which is very funny for the people.
You cuss in German.
But, I have so many customers over all Europe because I'm the guy, let's say, I think for the rare games, like for Spooky, for Haggis, Multimorphic, or for Homepin. Looking forward to getting beginning of next year the Spinal Taps. So this I import for whole Europe.
Yeah. Okay, and I mean, but also for Pinball Brothers, would you call them rare, or are they bigger than that?
No, they are bigger than rare because it's already several hundred aliens have been sold.
Oh, really?
And Queen is going from sales quite good, so it's going very well. Let's say in the first week when Queen have been introduced, I got more orders for Queen than in the first week of Guns N' Roses. But then it took a bit down because the gameplay video was missing. Now with Chicago Pinball Expo, where the Queen was there, people played it. It was a lot of fun. It is the code. It was 2 prototypes. Code is still, let's say, not finalized, but they are working very strong. And let's see if we can get the first games for the customers before Christmas. Not 100% sure.
Okay.
It's important that the game is working very well, and better in worst case to wait 1 month more.
Definitely.
And then we have the finished product.
Oh, but I mean, but the pinball customers in general are patient people, right?
Yes. So this I say as well to the other friends and pinball dealers, and we all agree that we are happy that our customers are like they are. Yeah. If it would be like automotive industry, pinball would not exist anymore, to be honest.
Exactly. So one last question. If you could snap your fingers and there would be a pinball machine of your choice with a theme or whatever it is, what would you like to see made?
Ooh, that's a good question. There is a lot of themes and what are very popular. Matrix, there is here one machine which is a converted to Johnny Mnemonic. I think this was a great theme. Yeah. The first 3 titles, the Reloaded, I didn't like that much, to be honest.
From the movie, you mean, or
from the movie?
Nobody likes the 3rd movie.
And but this would be something cool. One machine looks like to be coming soon, which is one of my dream themes. Yeah.
You heard some stuff. People are tight-lipped about what's coming, so don't say anything.
I need to
if
keep
you have secrets, don't say them.
Tight,
yeah, definitely.
There will come something very cool.
Okay, well, what about KTM? That must be you had the full throttle, but like a full-on motorcycle branded theme. Is that too niche?
No, yes, and there were several motorcycle themes existing.
Okay.
But my heart was for KTM, but not mainly due to the motorcycles, because I was working there for 6 years, but was responsible for the development of KTM Crossbow, of the sports car.
Oh, okay.
So this was my job.
The one that they raced in the GT3?
Yes, as well. So I was in the first 6 years. I was there. Okay. It was first year I was the only person doing it till the owner of the company decided to go into serious production. Then we ramped up and a lot of people came into the project. So this was my passion. And KTM motorcycles are great, but I know if I would sit on an RC8 motorcycle or something like this, I would not drive it too long. So I prefer to have more power. I would prefer to have more power, but on 4 wheels. It's more safe.
I bet. All right, Stefan, it was great meeting you, and I'm looking forward to maybe a beer tonight. Are you staying again tonight?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, well, I'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.